And to touch on job shops a little bit so I don't just completely ignore the job shops, the big difference between job shops and like the high production welding is you're gonna have a lot more time on the processing side of things, right? So like most of the job shops are gonna need some type of vision and some sensory tool on your robot that is going to give that robot the ability to identify and see the part, know where weld joints are gonna be at. And that processing time might take more time than just normal production welding, because that AI and that vision software that you're utilizing or sensors, whatever it may be, right, may not be the best for a high production run. And this kind of can go into a job shop that does high weld time, right? When it comes to something that's like high weld time and job shops, there's gonna be an analyzation phase where the robot has to analyze the part. Now, when I say for the high weld time ones, that's gonna be more of the job shop high weld time applications. Now, if you're doing something like trailer frames and they're exactly the same every single time, it may not have to go through this deep of an analyzation process, but it still may be a good idea for your robot to go through, scan one time, take a measurement of that product before it starts its weld, so that way it can make any adaptivity that it needs to make to adjust for any part ambiguity. Because one of the biggest problems with any type of welding, but especially robotic welding, is the parts, that the child parts that are being welded are not always consistent.